Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Connie from Tridium. Thank you, BCA, for inviting us today to share our technology with every one of you here. So basically, Tridium was founded in 1996. We are being bought over by Honeywell in 2005, but we function as a separate business entity. So over the years, we have developed 3 software releases of Niagara, as you can see, and they're all backward compatible. So what does Niagara framework means is bringing all the different building subsystems together and enterprise apps with third parties, AI developers, everything into a single dashboard pane. So whereby you can do your building controls, your BMS controls and all that in one single dashboard. So what's the difference between a traditional BMS and an open system BMS? So traditional BMS comes with the companies that create the software. Whereas an open BMS is access to anyone out there. They can build their own products, they can build their own apps and build application on top of it. So it's more flexibility. So example will be a traditional BMS is comparable to your Nokia mobile phone. So whereby nobody can build apps, everybody has to go back to Nokia or BlackBerry to do a certain app development. So open system could be like your Apple or Android phone, whereby anybody can build something on top of it. So maintenance in traditional BMS, you always need to go back to the traditional BMS to seek maintenance. Whereas open system maintenance, you can find any system integrator out there, or even yourself getting trained, you can even maintain your own BMS. For support-wise, they always think that traditional BMS has better support because there's a big brand supporting it behind back there. But an open system, it can be supported by anyone out there. We have a Niagara community, so anybody can go in, access, write whatever they want in the forum, and they will always get a reply. So being an open vendor system architecture BMS, cybersecurity is one of the things that we do focus in. So basically, we do comply to FIPS 140-2. We are also TLS 1.3. So you do not need to worry about cybersecurity because from the hardware to the software, it's all encrypted at motion and at rest. So what are Niagara's capability? Whatever software open protocols that you see in the building, it's all being available in the hardware and the software itself. So there isn't a need to worry. And then we also have third-party developers that develop drivers to do integration to proprietary BMS's protocols. So these are examples of how the hardware can integrate to different subsystems in the building. So basically, we can take data, and as long as there's a connection, we can pull the data back and display it up to the dashboard for you or to a GUI. So we are also an open vendor system architecture. That means we can work with any brands of traditional BMS out there and pull the data. And this will help FM or end users like yourself to save the primary investment cost that you have actually put into the building when you first do your BMSs. So this is another example whereby now everybody is talking about IoT. We also have like MQTT protocols, HTTPS, JSON that's available in the hardware and the software. So you can pull data to the cloud. And then we can function as a data lake as well, and then you can pull the data and do your own AI, ML analytics. So we have available about 7 reportings for Niagara Analytics. So there is average profile spectrum. You can even customize your own Niagara Analytics also. And then there is about 30 rules about fault detection diagnostic that's already inbuilt in Niagara that you can actually use it for your operators, help your operators on it. So we have, because we are open brand, there's a lot of partners that have their own dashboarding. These are the few samples that I took from our partners out there. So these are all their different dashboards. And then we also have a university whereby you can sign up online and attend our course. And then you get trained and you can use it on your own to do small projects. So these are some of the case studies. These are some of the project references that I have for Singapore. So MBS, RWS are going to Niagara. And then this is an example of Hong Kong. So this Hong Kong project, it has 10 buildings, different BMS system out there in different locations in Hong Kong. So we pull back all the data, we function as an overarching system, and then the users just need to sit in a central command station, and then they will be able to monitor and control whatever over the 10 over buildings. So this is in Dubai. It's about 40 buildings across. So it's the same case, different brands of BMS, pull it back and display it. So what does Niagara do? Basically, Niagara helps institutes address the openness of Niagara, resource planning, and then the most important, being locked down by a traditional BMS. Yeah, that's it for me.